Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu and Leah have been patrons of Tygerberg Hospital's children for more than 20 years. And according to the trust, it is through the endeavors of the Tutus that the child patients had access to medical equipment as well as school computers, which would otherwise not be possible without donor funding. The CEO, Falken, now joins us for his tribute to the Arch. Mr. Falken, thank you so much for your time, and our condolences to the Trust as well as all those who've known and loved the Arch. Talk to us about how the relationship began between the Arch and the Tygerberg Hospital Children's Trust.
Thank you so much, Tammy, for your kind words. The Arch and Leah have been with us from the very beginning of our organization in 2001. They were critical in setting up, establishing the organization and helping us to deliver on our mandate to support those millions of children that fall within the footprint of Tygerberg Hospital. And without the Arch and Leah's help, we would not be able to do what we are still currently able to do. And we are immensely grateful and appreciative of all the Arch has done for us over the years.
Talk to us about the very soft spot that the Arch had for children.
You know, when the Arch and Leah visited the hospital, and they did so on numerous times, they always left the halls of the hospital filled with laughter. And I think that is kind of the theme that resonates throughout our journey with the Arch. We have a famous picture. I call it famous because it sits at the heart of our organization and represents everything that the Arch is about. A few kids from the hospital were taken to the Arch's place just to engage with him, and a photo was taken with the Arch seated and the kids surrounding him. And the Arch's head is thrown back in absolute jubilant laughter, and the faces of all the kids show the love and admiration that they have for the Arch. And it's snapshots in time like those images that really talks to the impact that the Arch has had on our kids. They remember him and will always remember him as someone that brought unconditional love into their lives. And even now we have children who are now grown-up adults, 18, 15, 20 years later, and they still remember those moments with the Arch. And we were very, very blessed to bring some of those kids with us to the St. George's Cathedral on the Arch's birthday, and to actually have a short moment to just engage with him and see him again. And I very clearly remember his eyes lighting up and the smile spreading across his face when he saw us and those kids. And we are very glad to have been able to celebrate that day with him on his birthday this year when he turned 90.
I must say, it sounds like a very intimate relationship that the Arch and Leah had, and I guess Leah continues to have with the Trust. But talk to us about perhaps some of the other encounters that you've had with the Archbishop, and the fact that, yes, he loved children, but that health also was one of the areas where he was an activist for healthcare, specifically for children.
Yes, you know, the large majority of Tygerberg's children are from poor rural communities, and Tygerberg Hospital probably has cares for the most children with tuberculosis in the world. And that was a cause that was very close to the Arch's heart. Of course, he also suffered tuberculosis as a child, so he had a special place in his heart for our kids suffering this terrible disease of tuberculosis. And at Tygerberg Hospital, you know, you could very clearly engage with the problems that exist there and find ways for us as an organization to raise support globally and use that to support our kids.
And how do you hope to continue the legacy of the Arch?
Well, you know, through last year and the year before, I engaged with the Arch via email, asking him the very question about how we can continue building on his legacy. And last year on Youth Day, we launched an ambassador platform called the Tutu Tigers. Obviously, the Arch's surname Tutu, and Tygerberg as in Tygerberg Hospital, so that we can encourage young leaders coming through in society to carry on the legacy of the Arch. He's left a very clear example of what it is to be a servant leader. And the Tutu Tigers platform was set up specifically for that purpose, so that young up-and-coming leaders can have a platform to continue the great work that the Arch has laid down for us.
Having observed him over several years, how would you describe him as a person?
You know, it's if I could say that his unconditional love for everybody could cut through all the challenges in our society, and bureaucracy and dogma didn't stand a chance in the light that shone from him. And I think if all of us can take a lesson from that, because South Africa certainly is nowhere near overcoming our societal challenges, and we have many. Yet the Arch, with a smile, was able to cut through all of those things and find solutions. I think if we can take, all of us as South Africans, take a leaf out of that forest and use that to build a better society, I think we'll be better off.
CEO of the Tygerberg Hospital Children's Trust, Mr. Jason Falken, thank you so much for your time and just recounting some of those moments that you've shared with the Archbishop. And it's quite clear that wherever he went, he was a beam of light and had a deep love for children and those who are sickly. May he rest in peace.